Hello guys, King Casey here,
Along with TJ as your co-host.
and welcome back to the Tournament 15 recap.
Oh boy, now I bet you all are wondering why are we only doing 6 battles in this episode, especially since by the time we're recording this, all the third round is just finished.
Well, we want to have it fit a bit more, so all of the remaining round 2 battles will be in this episode, and all of round 3 will be in next episode.
Which means next week will be the final. The end of next week will be the final episode of this season of Tournament Recap.
Yeah, and overall, I'm pretty hyped about that. But let's not dwell on the future, and let's get into these awesome 6 battles. And I must say, most of them were pretty good.
I say 5 out of 6 were really amazing.
Yeah, they were definitely amazing. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get into the first battle, which is TJ versus Mario and Sonic Fan. TJ, do you want to take this solo? TJ? Looks like he's out of commission. Anyways, I guess I'll take this one solo then. So, TJ versus Mario Sonic Fan. TJ first led off the battle with a Volcarona, and Mario and Sonic Fan brought out his Charizard. After a pretty good battle of Fire-type Pokemon, Charizard actually manages to pull the win against Berry Change Volcarona. TJ brings. Okay, guys, I'm sorry that happened. My dog was just barking for some reason. Anyways, back to the battle. TJ brings out his legendary Dragonite and proceeds to have an aerial battle with Charizard. And after a pretty good combo of attacks, Charizard goes down, and Mario and Sonic Fan brings out Sylveon. Obviously having type advantage, Sylveon easily takes out legendary Dragonite, and TJ brings out his Primal Groudon. Yes, he brought it out this early, meaning he means business. It proceeds to take out Sylveon and Crobat. And then Mario and Sonic Fan proceeds to bring out Zekrom, but quickly swaps it back in and brings out his Battle Bond Greninja. After battle bonding, Groudon goes down to Greninja, and out comes TJ's Toxtricity. Mario and Sonic Fan also switches out and brings in their Toxtricity. They both Dynamax and battle each other down to a draw. Then TJ brings out his battle ability, Silvally, and Mario and Sonic Fan brings back in his Battle Bond Greninja. After a very good battle, Silvally goes down to Greninja, leaving TJ down with his Gallade. Gallade easily takes out Greninja, but then out comes his Zekrom, and in a surprising turn of events, Gallade gets taken out, and TJ loses the match second round. Yeah, and if you can't tell, he's still pretty salty about that one.
Okay. Ranting to myself in my pillow. No offense, Mario Sonic Fan. You're a really good guy. I just have some time to rage to myself, that's all.
Yeah, but yeah, this is one of the weakest runs you've done in a long time.
I mean, it's the weakest I've ever done since Tournament 9, which was the exact same finish.
Yeah, but you've gone pretty deep into tournaments recently.
You mean all of them?
Yeah, by that I mean all of them. So, anyways, with that surprising upset out of the way, let's move on to a bit more of a relaxing battle up next with Manaraja versus Madden.
Right. Manaraja led with Charizard, while Madden led with Blacephalon.
Yeah, they had a pretty good battle, but Charizard goes down to Blacephalon, and Manaraja proceeds to bring out one of his Ultra Beasts, Guzzlord. Blacephalon gets taken out by Guzzlord, and then Madden also brings out his Guzzlord. After a pretty good battle, they both battle each other down to a draw.
It's an Ultra Beast Rumble, and we're just getting started. Try Buzzwole versus Pheromosa next.
Yeah, this was obviously a pretty good battle, but Buzzwole ends up getting taken out. Manaraja brings in his Gengar, Gigantamaxes in, and easily takes out Madden's second Ultra Beast.
You mean Pheromosa.
Yeah.
Madden brings in Naganadel, and both battle each other to a draw. Man, another draw.
Yeah, 2 draws in 1 battle. You don't see that often. But anyways, then they both bring out their ace Pokemon. Manraja brings out his Battle Bonds Lucario, and Gallade brings out and Madden brings out his Mega Gallade. They both battle each other to a draw.
No, Gallade actually beat Lucario.
Okay.
Anyway, Manraj brings in his last Pokemon, a shiny Primal Kyogre. I guess he was expecting to fight me top 16, but even though it took down Gallade, it loses to Madden Zacian, which means Madden will move on to round 3 to face Mario and Sonic Man.
Yeah. So overall, he's been doing a pretty good.
Yes, we'll see how that fares in round 3. Spoiler alert: we already know what happens, so we're probably going to be recording episode 6 sometime later the same day.
Yeah, but that will probably be up on Monday since I have things to do next weekend.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to the next match, and probably one of the highlight matches.
We have Gudgeal versus Jaxer. Probably the third or second best battle of the week.
Let's say third.
Yeah, I would probably say third behind yours and one more that we will get to later.
I'd say mine is actually in fourth. It's actually a tie. My second favorite's a tie, but my first is pretty easy.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's begin.
Yeah.
Gudgeal leads with his Gardevoir, while Jaxter leads with Shadow Raichu. Oh boy, we're gonna start off nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Raichu manages to take out Gardevoir, but Gudgeal brings in his shiny Aggron, which manages to take out Shadow Raichu.
And then Jaxter brings out his, I believe it's a mix between a Houndoom and a Darkrai.
Houndcry.
Yeah, Houndcry, and it manages to take out shiny Aggron. Gudgeal brings in a shiny Haxorus and takes out Houndcry.
So Jaxter is forced to bring in Naganadel, which, Battle of Dragons, with Naganadel's faster speed, manages to take out shiny Haxorus. Gudgeal is forced to bring in Lucario, and Naganadel goes down.
Jaxter quickly follows that up with his Winged Gliscor, quickly taking out Lucario, but then Gudgeal brings in his Charizard battle abilities, and after probably one of the best aerial battles of the week, Gliscor goes down.
So Jaxter is forced to bring in his shiny Latios. Time for an air battle. Well, when you crank the speed up to 11.
This battle was so fast, it was pretty hard to see where both Pokemon were at the same time, but in the end, battle ability Charizard ends up going down.
Which means Gudgeal is forced to bring out his ace, Tyranitar.
Latios, pretty much after taking heavy damage from Charizard, quickly goes down to the Tyranitar, but Jaxter brings out his Decidueye, battle bonds it, and type advantage says the rest.
Even though Gudgeal's Tyranitar is super strong, Jaxter plays it smart and is able to beat Tyranitar in the long run. Gudgeal has been eliminated surprisingly early, and Jaxter will advance to the third round. Meaning, out of all the battle ability trainers out of the 4 battle ability trainers in this tournament, only one has made it to the third round.
Mm-hmm.
Now then, let's move on to the fight where that's tied for my second favorite fight of the week.
And this is my favorite fight of the entire week.
We have Kirby Fan versus Alvin.
And this is gonna be good.
Yes. Kirby Fan leads with Greninja, while Alvin leads with Gardevoir. Greninja is able to defeat Gardevoir, but in comes Kecleon, who actually manages to take out Greninja.
And then Kirby Fan brings in his Winged Gliscor and manages to take out Kecleon and the Gliscor that Alvin sends out following a Kecleon.
So Alvin's forced to bring out a shiny Gigantamax Charizard. It may be shiny, but still, out of other ones in the list.
Yep, it counts. It manages to take out Winged Gliscor, and then Kirby Fan brings in his own Gigantamax Charizard, add another one, And after a pretty good battle of Gigantamax, Kirby's Gigantamax Charizard goes down, but then Albin's ends up going down in the end to Kirby fans Rayquaza.
Albin's forced to bring in his shiny Darkrai, which quickly deals with Rayquaza thanks to Dark Void and Dream Eater. Nasty combo there. But Kirby fan brings out Riolu. Oh no.
Here it comes.
Riolu's special ability kicks in. It takes out Darkrai and Albin's forced down to Blaziken. Battle Bond and actually manages to get one up on Riolu. Riolu, even in its special ability form, loses to Albin's Blaziken. But Blaziken's pretty much all but beaten at this point, so Kirby and in his delayed simply beat Blaziken, and Kirby fan will advance to the third round.
Yeah, overall, that was probably my favorite battle of the week. Very good fight on Albin's end, but Kirby fan just got the advantage.
Now, if any of you have seen the previous episodes, you know what fight is next, and yes, it is my favorite fight of the week.
I mean,
as you can guess, it's Andre versus your boy Talon. Start playing the Guzma track now.
All right, TJ, I'll let you take this one solo.
All right, this fight begins with Hydreigon versus Golisopod. After an awesome close corners fight, Golisopod just says, "Well, no, switching." Yeah, expect that. You should expect that. This is Talon and Golisopod we're talking about. Anyway, Talon brings out Guzzlord, who does manage to take out the Hydreigon after a battle of Dark and Dragon types. Andre is forced to send in his Feraligatr, who does take out Guzzlord, but in comes the returning Golisopod, and bam! First impression does Feraligatr. Next in comes Sceptile, and it does manage to take out Golisopod and battle Talon Lucario to a draw. Oh boy, this is getting close. Andre is forced to send in his Gigantamax Charizard, and Talon brings in his Gigantamax Centiskorch. With both in their Gigantamax forms, only one can come out alive. In this case, it was Charizard. Add another one. Centiskorch goes down, but oh look, here comes the Flying Mech Warrior Shiny Golurk. Talon battle bonds it right away, and not only takes out that Gigantamax Charizard, thank goodness, but also battles Andre's Battle Bond Lucario to a draw. Which means all that's left is Andre's Solgaleo and Talon's 100% Zygarde, not Zekrom. Oops. But anyway, Zygarde goes into bailout. Zygarde once again goes into bailout mode and beats Solgaleo. Talon will advance to round 3, which means half of this puzzle, half of this duel is now complete. Let's see if we can get the other half.
With Alexander versus Toby-sama.
Exactly.
So this battle overall was a pretty good one, I would say. But before we announce this at the end, let's get right into the match. So Alexander led with a Goodra, and Toby-sama followed that up with a Breloom. After a pretty good battle, Breloom goes down, and Toby-sama brings out a Bucephalon, taking out Goodra.
Exactly. However, Alexander counters by bringing in his Rainbow Greninja, which takes out both Bucephalon and Tyranitar. Wait, hold up a minute. My bad. I mean, what actually happened was, it took out Bucephalon, Toby brought in Tyranitar, Rainbow Greninja was switched out, and Red Devil Salamence and Tyranitar battled to a draw.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was actually, no, I got it wrong again. Gosh darn it, brain, get it together. Tyranitar took out Red Devil Salamence, and Rainbow Greninja beat Tyranitar. Sorry.
There you go. So then Toby-sama brings out a Sandaconda and Gigantamax that Rainbow Greninja, even though he had type advantage, got out of two pretty hard battles, and the Sandaconda took out Greninja, but then Alexander counters that with his Gigantamax Garbodor.
It's Garbodor, but whatever. Anyway, Gigantamax Garbodor, no offense Alexander, but it's still just a giant pile of trash. I still like the Pokemon, but still. Garbodor takes out Sandaconda, and Toby brings in his Scizor. Battle bonds it, and it looks exactly like Alexander's, except it's green.
So then Scizor manages to take out Garbodor, and then Alexander brings out his own Scizor, and we have a pretty epic match of Battle Bond Scizors.
But it doesn't last long because Alexander's Scizor is far stronger, and it takes out Toby's Scizor.
So then,
which means he brings out Dialga. No, not the actual one. As is the battle simulator, is everything.
yeah.
There's no way you can have multiple versions of a legendary. I mean, everyone else is running around with primals and gods, so it's obviously none of these are the real deal.
So then Dialga takes out Scizor after a pretty good match, and then Alexander brings out his Xerneas and quickly takes care of Dialga.
Alexander moves on to round 3, which means for the third tournament in a row, we get Talon versus Alexander in the third round again. Time for Talon versus Alexander Part 3. You want to know the outcome? Stick around, because we'll be telling you that in episode 6.
But yeah, that is about it for this episode. It was a bit shorter because we only had 6 fights, but I mean, that was kind of expected.
The episodes are going to start getting shorter from here, after all. Next episode's going to only be 8 matches.
But definitely my favorite match of the week was definitely Kirby versus Alvin.
And like I said, my favorite was Talon versus Andre.
So, TJ, what matches can we look forward to in the third round?
Glad you asked. Let me pull out my tournament bracket. Here we go. Now then, our third round matches will consist of Shepard versus B-Mox, MD Gold versus Kevin, Tom versus McEjit, Casey versus Steve, Sam versus Kernel, Mario and Sonic Fan versus Madden, Jackster versus Kirby Fan, and the one, the only, Talon versus Alexander to close out the week.
So we have a pretty good lineup for our top 16 matches.
Other than MD Gold versus Kevin and you versus Steve, the best match of the week is easily going to be Talon versus Alexander. All of the switching. We better be ready for that.
Yeah, but that is about it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did, and we will see you guys in a couple days for episode 6.
Take care, everyone.